this is Kelly from QuirkyStardrops. I wanted to actually show you guys some of the stuff that I collected while I was in Japan, and a lot of it is Sailor Moon stuff, so that's why my hair is done like this in tribute to it, Sailor Moon. So I wanted to start with these cards that I have. They're called like pencil boards, and I've never understood what exactly they were used for, so if you know, and if you can let me know, I'd appreciate it. But I did collect a few of them. I have another one like this, but I'm not sure where it's at. And this, of course, is Sailor Jupiter. And on the back of them are actually games. These are one of the bigger cards that you could collect. And I believe they came out of the machines too, where you put in like 100 yen and then you turn it and then it slides out the card. But there's games on the back of all of them. So, Sailor Moon. And here's Chibi Moon, of course. And again, there's some games. It's a crossword puzzle. I tried to do it. It's in hiragana. Yeah. So there's that. And my pencil boxes, I have two. I got them while I was in Japan. I used them in high school, throughout high school, rotating the two boxes. If you look at the back of them, they're made in Japan. So, but if you open them up, and I actually scribbled in this one, but there's pictures and there's stuff here. And then below this is just a place to put the pencils. This one looks like this. Oh, I have pencils in there. I was a big Sailor Moon like fan in Japan, so I collected a lot of this stuff. So this is a little, like a clock or a watch. I think there was a band to it, but I don't have it. So, but there's a picture of Sailor Moon inside it, and then if you open it up, there's another picture inside, and there's where it would tell the time. I also have a bunch of Sailor Moon cards, which I actually tried to sell on eBay at one point because I really needed the money. At the time I had a LiveJournal account, which is where you write like it's basically a journal online, and I had a friend who actually bought them all for me because he knew that I really wanted them, so it was really sweet. I still remember that, and I think it's one of the nicest things anybody's ever done to me, so if you're watching this, thank you. And then this is one of the things I collected while I was in Japan as well. And these are playing cards. They're just regular playing cards with the picture of Sailor Moon and the group on the front. So I was actually a big fan of anime, not just Sailor Moon, but other animes as well. There was only one channel in English in Japan when I lived there. And this is right before high school. When I did move to high school, I went to Hawaii. But before that, I was in Japan, Iwakuni, Japan, and there was only one channel in English, and the rest of it was Japanese, so I started watching anime, and I knew the schedule down. Like, I knew exactly what would come on, like Marmalade Boy, which is where this is from. It's like a little pendant, and it's got MB on it, and inside you could put a picture of your favorite character. It's basically like a love story kind of drama anime, but it was on every Sunday, and I knew exactly what time it came on, and I'd run to the TV to watch it because I liked it so much. But I did that with all my shows that I watched. So I did watch quite a few things, and I've still continued watching a lot of anime. Even though now I don't watch it as much as I used to, if I had more time, I would definitely do that. So I have a bunch of cards here, and I'm actually going to go pick through them so I can show you guys which ones I like. One of the shows I used to watch was actually Yu Yu Hakusho, and this is my favorite character. It's actually Kuruma, but it's like his alter person. So it's the person he transformed into. And then if you look at the back of the cards, they all have like Japanese writing on them. And here is Sailor Mars, and it's her in her school uniform. And I also have Street Fighter cards, which are kind of cool. This one is of Chun-Li and somebody, I think it's Vegas, is actually, yeah, checking on her in the shower. And then Yu Yu Hakusho again, this is Yusuke. He was like the main character in the anime, and I really liked it a lot. Here's another pretty card of Sailor Mars. And then if you look at the back again, there's still more drawing on the back or art, so it's really cool. This one is one of them being goofy and silly. I think it's kind of cool. This is again Yu Yu Hakusho, and these are the girls that were in there. I don't know if these are all of them, but she was like with Yusuke, and she was, I think she was like a ghost. I can't remember exactly. Again, I watched it and it was in Japanese, and I didn't speak Japanese while it was in Japan. We lived on base, so we didn't have to. Everybody spoke English. So here again is Sailor Mercury. She was actually the most famous character there in Japan, and I think it was because she was known as the smart one. She was really good at all her subjects in school, and they always went to her for any techie stuff. But she also was a swimmer. So yeah, that was Sailor Mercury. She was pretty cool. And here I have one of her just eating at the computer, which is something I would have done in high school. But again, here is Kuruma, and he's scaring this guy here. I don't know who he is, but it's a funny picture. And then I have a Sailor Moon Private, which means, or which I'm assuming means it's when they're not actually in uniform, like Sailor Moon, Sailor Venus. So this is what she looked like at home. And she actually lived in a temple shrine with her grandpa. And here's another one, like day-to-day of Sailor Mars. Here's one of Sailor Moon. Here's a private one. Another one of Sailor Mercury, which is kind of cool. These are the prism ones. And this one's Sailor Moon. And it's got Luna the cat in it. Here's a battle one. I always liked the battle ones. I thought they were cool. And then this one is super cute. It's Sailor Moon when she was little. And she's got red roses in her hand. I think that's why I like roses so much, is because it was really popular in Sailor Moon. Here's another one of Sailor Moon fighting. Here's Sailor Mercury studying. And here's a Street Fighter one of them fighting. And again, that's Cammy. And then if you look at the back of these, they have stats of the characters and what they did. I used to play Street Fighter 2. Not that that was the version, I just used to play Street Fighter. I always picked Chun-Li because I liked her fighting style with the legs, but I had no idea what it was doing. Here's one of Marmalade Boy, and then if you look at the back. Then of course here is Chun-Li with her legs. Yep, she's cool. And there's Sailor Moon and Chibi Moon. If you can see that. Here's Yusuke, and it's another prism card, so it's kind of cool. Here is a Sailor Moon card of her fighting. And this one is Yu Yu Hakusho. I thought it was Slam Dunk, but it's not. But he was one of the goofy characters in the show. And this guy was kind of cool too. I liked him too. Sailor Moon, and this is my favorite character and one of my favorite cards. It's Sailor Venus, and she looks like a Barbie doll in this picture. I love it. Another cool character from Yu Yu Hakusho, and Kuruma, who I liked a lot. Slam Dunk. This is one of the main characters. And yeah, I can't remember this, but his name's Hanamichi Sakuragi. And he was like serious and funny. He was mainly funny, like he was goofy, so he always made me laugh when I saw him on the show. But this is called Slam Dunk. It was basically a basketball anime. And then this is Sailor Moon, looking a little silly. And this is that one episode where he tries to take her pendant, and she changes back to regular form. And there is Yusuke again, and that's his alter form again, or alter form. Chun-Li, yay! And the back of this one has all the characters on it. It's kind of cool. And this is one of my favorite characters from Slam Dunk. His name is Kaede. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. And Kuruma, yay! I loved him because he was like a cat character too. Again, one of my favorite characters from Slam Dunk. He was quiet, like aloof, and very good at basketball. He used to do like the three-pointers. I don't know, he was really cool. And another one of Sailor Mars. And then there's Chibi Moon on the back. So So yeah, those are some of my cards that I have. The ones I showed you are some of the favorite ones that I have. But I do have a lot of them, and all of them I collected while I was in Japan. So yeah. So yeah, I'm a big anime fan, and I also like manga too, so I have a collection of those as well. I didn't get into that though until after I actually got out of high school. So yeah, that's all my Sailor Moon stuff. So bye.